Most of you may already know me. My name is Daniel, and I'm also called Dan Yoga Fit. The name came about because I just got the website signed up in 2017, and Gauhara, yeah. So I haven't changed the name, and I think it's gonna stick forever. I'm a yoga teacher, I'm a Reiki healer, and I'm a personal trainer as well. I'm certified for all. I'm experienced for all. I've not renewed the certification for personal trainer though, but it's that I have the years of experience. And today we're talking about Reiki. I don't really talk about Reiki much. I do a lot of Reiki um, for animals mainly. Um, Hello. I do Reiki mainly for animals. I don't really talk about Reiki much. It's kind of word of mouth here where I am, and usually I do distance Reiki for animals as well. But I think uh, Reiki being what it is really quite perfect for grief. So I like talking to you about the experience of grief and the healing power of Reiki. Um, so the thing is that at some point in life, here when we're talking about grieving, for sure it's gonna happen to us. We're gonna lose something or someone that will cause us to grieve. It's part of life, and it's part of love because grief is part of love. It's part of it. So if we love, we're gonna end up grieving. And grieving can be one of the most challenging experiences we face. Um, for me personally, I lost my father last year. It's the biggest loss that I've experienced, um, and I would say that it's a little different because I had a very complex relationship with my father. I mean, I love him. I love I love him still. I still do. But it was really quite a complex, quite difficult, and still a lot of things processing as I go along through the months. And yoga has helped me, but Reiki, I would say, has kind of tapped in much deeper than than yoga can, and it's quite immediate. So we're going to talk about Reiki and energy healing, basically. Okay. So, if you do know what Reiki is, maybe just drop me a comment in the live, and let's make this interactive. If you don't know what Reiki is, then I'll be talking about it in a minute. Um, but generally, Reiki belongs to what is called as energy healing, and there are many ways that you can. The main forms of energy healing. I also use pendulum sometimes together with Reiki. So that's pendulum healing is also a form of energy healing. And I'm sure most of you may know about sound healing, sound baths. That's a form of energy healing as well. But Reiki is gentle and non-invasive energy healing. Most energy healing are non-invasive. Okay, it's a practice, and actually it began as a practice for self. Okay, for me. So if I learned how to take to practice Reiki, it was more for me resonance. Correct, because we're all energy, aren't we? We're all vibrating at um, different hertz, and that's what makes us either more solid, less solid. The air inside us, the air outside us. What's liquid and um, what's solid. So you kind of know how I am with science now. So we're all kind of vibrating, and energy healing is that we're tapping into the energy, and that is what Reiki is. So most of you may also know about things like Qigong. Qigong is kind of like the Chinese version, and then there's another form of energy healing called prana healing, and then there's pendulum healing, and some people use tarot cards. I'm learning a little bit about that now, but I'm not sure if I can explain that. But Reiki is, okay, talk about Reiki. Reiki is a gentle and non-invasive energy healing um, that we can experience and that really helps in the grieving process or any kind of emotional. Well, it really is meant to heal us, our whole self. Okay, Reiki originates from Japan, and the word Reiki can be broken down into two parts: Rei, which means universal, and Ki, which means life force energy or divine energy that flows through all things. Okay, um, all matter and yeah, is gas a matter? That you have to be. Does it have to be solid for it to be? Oh, this is me and physics. So anyway, you science guys, just let me know in the comments, okay? So, but anyway, energy, okay, just basically energy. So even things that are really super solid. Oh yes, gases. Yeah, thanks. Energy, frequency, and vibration. Yes, thanks, Gauhara. Um, I need help with this. Correct. Um, oh, Lucas joined. Hi. So basically, Reiki has been found, yeah, liquids, gases in the body as well. I'm assuming solids as well, right? So the solid, our actual flesh and bone, that's also vibrating. So that also is is energy. Okay, so that's energy. So just basically, in a very normal traditional Reiki healing session, you go to a Reiki healer or Reiki practitioner, however you want to call the person, okay, and they would probably either hover their hands just over your body, or with your permission, place their hands on your body, and they will act as a conduit to channel energy, okay, this divine energy, this universal energy from from outside to you. So they're just basically like a conduit, they're channeling the energy to you. So the energy, different people have different ideas. A lot of people believe the energy is intelligent. Hi, Paul. Energy is intelligent, and the energy will go towards healing what needs to be healed. So if you find that, let's say you have low back pain, and you have Reiki, you have someone channel Reiki to you, you may feel better in the low back, but actually the low back pain could be a symptom for something else. So the low back pain may come back again, and you may go like, oh, Reiki doesn't work. But that's because the energy may be went somewhere else to heal something more emotional, something, or maybe something more spiritual. So it goes to the source of the issue, and maybe the physical symptom would be the low back pain. Okay, so just like with doing physical therapy or doing personal training or even one-to-one yoga coaching, one session usually is not enough. One session may actually not really be worthwhile for you, okay? But if you're paying money to the Reiki healer, obviously the Reiki healer will say no, but your experience won't be that great. I'm not saying this so that you'll buy like a 20 package, 30 package deal. I'm telling you this as just as a matter of cost. It really is true. It's not going to happen. And you know that when you do something, you need to do it a few times before you see any kind of results. Okay, and it's the same with Reiki. It's the same with like if you're going for a walk the first time in years, and then you go like, oh, but I didn't lose 5 pounds. Of course you didn't. Okay, it's the same. Okay. So I just like to point out now that Reiki has been found to be so beneficial as a complementary tool for healing, okay, that it's recognized alongside Western medicine in many countries. So here in Malaysia, it's recognized by our health ministry and it's put together with Qigong and traditional Chinese medicine and I'm not sure about Ayurveda, possibly, as complementary. So don't stop your Western medicine intervention. Do that, but you will find that Reiki may actually help you and even help with the side effects of Western medicine if there are any, let's say in cancer and chemotherapy. Okay, so going back to the origination of Reiki, so uh, Reiki was founded by a guy called Mikao Usui in Japan in the 1800s, and it went through like I think more than 20 days of meditation, and he found that what he could do is using the tools that he knew, he started being able to heal not just the physical self, but also the emotional and spiritual self. But when he initially started doing what he was doing, he went to the streets of Japan, I'm not sure where, I think Tokyo most likely, and there were all the poor who were in the street, and he found that he started healing them. But a few days later, they came back to him and they had same or similar ailments, and he found that he had to keep on healing them. And then he realized that that's because the healing didn't go right to the heart and right to the mind. And that's why there are the precepts of Reiki. There are a lot of other practices within the Reiki practice, just like yoga is not just movement. It's the same with Reiki. Reiki has a lot of meditation, a lot of contemplation, and the actual path of Reiki is what's called Anshin Ritsume. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Okay, I don't speak Japanese, but what it's supposed to mean is it's supposed to mean spiritual peace or enlightenment. So the Reiki is supposed to heal the true self, which is not just your physical self, it is also your emotional, spiritual self, and actually more so your emotional and spiritual self. Okay. So this brings us to grief, right? So you can see why Reiki helps so much in grief, because grief encompasses a whole range of emotions, okay, from sadness to anger, confusion, and all this is manifested in the body. You may find that the emotional distress of grief will cause you to not want to eat or not want to drink, may cause you to lose sleep or just sleep a lot. Different people respond differently to grief, and what happens, Reiki can just bring that balance to you. Okay, it will address all these emotional, mental, and physical experiences that you have in grief, to kind of center you, bring a little bit of balance. It's not going to cure or just push the grief away. That is not going to happen. Nothing you do will be able to take that away. Okay, but it will help to bring balance, center you, and help you be able to move through the grief. And maybe the word a lot of people use is heal, but do you really heal from grief? I mean, maybe you do, okay? You heal from grief, but you don't necessarily get over it, okay? You don't necessarily forget about the person you love or forget about the experience of grief. And I'm sure none of us want that, right? Because we want to honor the person or the thing that we lost, okay? And that sadness that we have actually shows what we value. So let's say feeling sad about like losing a parent, then you value that parent, isn't it? I mean, and that's fair, and that's fine, and that's perfectly valid in our lives. So going back to what I was saying, you don't want to forget it, but it will help to kind of ease the distress, ease the pain, especially when you're newly grieving. Okay. So the Reiki practitioner, Reiki healer, will work to clear and balance the energy centers in your body. So this basically would be the chakras, major as well as minor chakras, that energy will be channeled through, or just working through the major ones as well, because the major ones kind of affect everything else. And when I say work to help bring center and balance, actually the Reiki healer just channels the energy to you, and the healer or practitioner, what happens is they will derive the benefit of Reiki as well as they channel it through to you, okay? As they try to clear the blockages in you, as the Reiki flows through them and to you, they will get benefit of that energy as well. So Reiki healers have Reiki quite often if they are especially a quite active Reiki healer. So Reiki is kind of like in Asia you call it Hiti. So when you have a Reiki session, what you'd like to do is afterwards wash your hands, wash your face, maybe have a shower, drink lots of water, basically cool down. Okay, and because it helps to center and balance you, it helps you with this experience of grief. Okay. Any questions so far? So if you have any questions, just drop me a comment, okay, about Reiki, because a lot of people go like Reiki it's so funny. I mean, it's not tangible, right? Some people can feel it and some people can't, and because there's no consensus of the experience. Like for example, someone may say, "Oh yeah, I felt it, and I felt like I was being massaged." Okay, but some people don't. And for example, when the energy is channeled through different healers, the energy is received in a kind of a different way because it depends on the healer. So, for example, with me, usually when I Reiki a human being, okay, not an animal, Reiki a human being. They tend to fall asleep and they may feel kind of like a soft warmth, and that's about it. Do we get to do any exercises? Would you like to have a Reiki session? We can do a short one if you want. I'm not channeling Reiki now, just to let you know, although I could have done if I wanted to. If you want to experience Reiki like now, I can do a short one. Just drop me a comment. I wasn't going to. My next live Reiki session would be on the Insight Timer app on coming Sunday. So what date is coming Sunday? I'm really bad at this, sorry. Let me just check and see. Coming Sunday would be... I have to move things around on my desktop. Okay, so Gauhara would like to have June 4th, correct. So on June 4th on Insight Timer, I'll be having one at 5 p.m. GMT plus 8. But we can do a short one now, very, very short one, after I do all my talks, okay? We'll experience it. Again, you may not feel anything, but that doesn't mean that you're not receiving Reiki. You most likely, you will, okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, jumping ahead, Reiki can be done via distance. Any energy healing should be able to be done via distance because, energy is not really constrained by distance. So, Reiki, like most other energy healing, pendulum healing, I think tapping, some people do tapping, the EFT tapping, that's a form of energy healing. That can be done as well. So, okay, let's start. We'll do a very short Reiki session. Let me set up the timer so that I can keep an eye on the time. I hope I have a time. Just reformatted my computer. Okay, no matter. No timer, but let's just do it. So I'll just first start we'll say you can repeat after me. We'll do the 5 Reiki precepts. And we place our palms at heart center. Okay. Just bringing awareness to your feet first. So just bring awareness to your feet, whether your feet are touching the floor. If your feet aren't, if you're cross-legged, then just bring awareness to the sit bones. If you're standing, bring awareness to the feet, whatever is touching the ground. Just do a quick scan of your own body and check that spaces are relaxed. So maybe the brow may be tense, around the eyes. If you find there's tension there, just allow your exhales to soften it. Okay, now have your awareness on your breath. And the more you bring your awareness to the breath, the more you draw your awareness to the center line of energy from the crown of the head to the very end of your spine, which would be the sacrum, the very end. Okay, now I'm just going to say the 5 Reiki precepts. You can just repeat after me, or you can say in your heart, or you can just listen. It's up to you. So just for today, let go of anger. Just for today, let go of worry. Just for today, receive gratefully. Just for today, work diligently. Just for today, be kind. Okay, you can keep repeating this. Just for today, let go of anger. Just for today, let go of worry. Just for today, receive gratefully. Just for today, work diligently. Just for today, be kind. Okay, now just draw your palms a little bit further apart. Okay, some of you may be able to sense maybe a soft warmth there, or maybe even some resistance. Okay, that would be the energy, okay, the Reiki. Okay, so we'll begin first. So you can just place both hands over your head. Okay, don't go, I'm salting you. Okay, both hands over your head, like you can open your eyes and take a look at me. Both hands over your head like this, or you can just place your palms flat on top of the head. It's up to you. Okay, and then just take 3 deep breaths here. Okay, I'm already channeling Reiki over to you, and to those who are watching replay, the Reiki is still there, okay, because the intention has been set. So the best intention always with Reiki is that it's the Reiki is for your highest good or the highest good of all. And then you can just have your intention for other things like clearing blockages. If you've never had Reiki before, then maybe clearing blockages would be a good start. Just one more breath here, inhaling. And as you inhale, just imagine all the Reiki channeled through your hands down the crown of the head. And as you exhale, the Reiki travels throughout the rest of the body. Okay, next, place your hands either covering your eyes or over the forehead. So either like this or like this, up to you. You can hover the hands or you can just touch. So since I'm wearing glasses, I'm not covering up my eyes. So we move to the second point, which is the third eye chakra. Okay, just now imagine, visualize if you like. You don't have to. It is working anyway if you're not visualizing, but maybe visualizing may help you connect better with like a great white light of energy into your third eye, clearing any blockages, balancing any contraction or expansion of energy in this area. One more breath here. Now just place your palms on your throat. So it can be like this, or it can be, if you've got a long neck, you can double, or just one hand, or both hands like this. Okay? And just taking deep breaths. So this is the throat chakra. The Reiki healing uses the chakras that we are familiar with in yoga. So this is the throat chakra, your center of expression, your gateway to the higher chakras, your center of creativity, and also because it's your center of communication, it's also your center of listening and hearing. So communication is two ways, not just from yourself to others, but from others to you. So clearing out all blockages here. Again, you can just do the visualization on your own, or even if there's no visualization, just keeping your heart open and experiencing whatever you are experiencing at the moment. Final breath here. Okay, now moving on to the heart chakra. So you can place both hands on your heart like this. You can double like that, up to you. Having it here. Okay, this is your heart chakra, your center of connection, relations, so relational center, and your ability to relate to people and people to relate to you, which means compassion, empathy, clearing out any blockages. So in grief, sometimes we just want to be alone, or sometimes you find in grief that you are, or even in any other kind of distress, you are seeking out company of people. So this may be an overexpansion or overcontraction of energy in the heart space. Moving on to the next chakra. So your Manipura, your solar plexus chakra over here. So this area, okay, if you're feeling, if you're sensing anything here, through the hands or in the actual area. So sometimes when I do distance Reiki, people's gastric juices may start bubbling up. It just depends, okay? Different people have different responses to Reiki. You may have no response. Again, that doesn't mean that Reiki is not being sent. So this is the area of your ability to shine. So obviously in stress, distress, and in trauma, you'll find that there may be an a contraction of energy here. You can't make decisions. You can't find things. Yeah. So keeping in mind the um, organ of perception for this chakra is sight. So you will see things right in front of you, whether literally you lose your keys or whether metaphorically the answer is so clear but you can't see. Okay, and then moving on to the second chakra, or in Reiki, the second last chakra, which is your sacral chakra here, your seat of emotions. And just to let you know, if you're new to Reiki or Far Eastern energy healing, this is the space called the Tang Den, where actually it's a storehouse of energy and it's the center of balance for your whole physical body. Okay, so somewhere maybe deeper in the spine. If you learn Tai Chi or Qigong, this is where you store the energy. So you can either have the hands here, or if you use use yoga, mudras also makes the energy stronger. So you can actually make the sacral chakra mudra, which is a triangle like that, place it here. You may sense a deeper connection to this area, or you may feel nothing. Okay. Okay, so the final one, the root chakra, okay, your survival chakra, all the basics. So some people may find the root chakra, which is just a bit lower down. So I can't see you, so you can just move your hand lower down to the very base of your pelvic bowl, or if you want, you can place the hands right behind on the sacrum like this. Okay, side view would be like that. Okay, and this space is the space, especially if you lose someone who provides for you, maybe your spouse or your parent who has been providing you all this while. This is a place that will be severely affected in grief or in life if something happens. Okay, something happens that affects your survival mode, your comfort of survivability. Okay. Okay, just one more breath here, inhaling. Exhaling. Okay, so we're going to finish off. You can just brush your hands off. You can clap your hands. So I'm sure you see Qigong people, sometimes they clap their hands. And then place your right hand on your left shoulder. Take an inhale. And exhale, sweep it downward. Okay, left hand on right shoulder, inhaling. Exhaling, sweep it downward. And one more time. Right hand on left shoulder, this time extend your left arm and sweep the right hand across the arm, downward on the arm, and left hand on right shoulder, same thing, exhale down, and we're done. So that was a quick distance Reiki session for all of you. If you're just joining in, or if you are watching the replay, so I've already set the intention that the Reiki would work for replays, and Reiki works that way, okay, so I can do that. Just drop me a comment now or later how you feel. Make sure you hydrate well after this, especially if it's your first time ever experiencing Reiki or any other kind of energy healing, okay. Summer. Okay, right, so I'm quite excited about being on Insight Timer. I'm not a big deal meditation guide on the Insight Timer, but you will find on Insight Timer. Thank you, Gauhara. there are audios that says infused with Reiki. Okay, I haven't done any yet. The other Reiki healers have done it. I will be doing it, but you will find that these tracks are have so Reiki works that way basically. So if you want to join me on Insight Timer on the 4th of June, 5 p.m. GMT plus 8, and I'll be doing a Reiki healing, a little bit more extensive than this. We just did the 7. I also just do the 7, but we'll do it slightly different on Sunday. So just to let you know, I'll be doing it every month. It's quite good. How very good, Gauhara. But did you feel anything? Just let me know. Let me know privately if you prefer. Okay, you don't have to drop me a live comment now. If you're watching the replay, if you felt anything or you felt something shift, just DM me or drop a comment, let me know. One short session like this, you may feel something immediately or you may not. Whatever it is, it's still sent to you, so don't worry about it, okay? So that's what I'm going to be talking about. Oh yes, it is. Actually, there are more than that. So we just did the 7 chakras. There are actually a lot. There are more places to go. The kidneys, the kidneys, shoulders, thighs, knees. I do thighs because my thighs are kind of so the front thigh not only the little meridian points in the front thighs are related to digestion, this here, and also related to all the capacities of this, okay? So just remember that our body kind of we are the embodiment of our emotions and our spirit. So yeah, and then of course the feet. So the feet also is the very last thing. And in Reiki, we work from up to down, not down to up. So yoga, usually we work down to up, okay? It doesn't really matter. I haven't tried doing Reiki from down to up. Maybe one day I will. Yeah, it is very easy, and it's meditative. And some people who find meditation tough, they like that they're doing energy healing, and there's something to do, during these sessions. If you're working with a Reiki healer, and usually you may lie down and do nothing while they run their hands on you, or some of Reiki healers that I know, they actually like to guide you with the hand placements. So obviously when I do animals, I hover my hands over them. The animals I don't know, I'll actually be quite far away. I've done a lot. So just to let you know, I love doing animals. I've done a lot of animals. I've done a civet cat. I've done a chicken. I've done a chicken. It's way better than what's Y9. Okay. I've done a chicken. I've done civet cats. I've done many cats. I've done quite a number of dogs. I've done people. Yes, it's good to be your own healer. So actually, I eventually people start coming to me for Reiki for like more than a long time and ask me a lot of questions. I'll actually advise that they maybe learn by themselves. Energy healing is amazing, and having energy healing as a tool for yourself is wonderful. You can do a lot of things with energy healing. Okay, I don't want to say like you can manipulate yourself or you can use energy healing to suddenly have like $1 million on your lap. That's not going to be, that's not going to happen. But it will reveal to you maybe about, let's say you ask, okay, I want to be rich. Let's say, I want to be rich. So then what actually the energy will do is guide you in removing the blockages that you have in you towards abundance. Okay, so what is it, or what blockages do you have that stops you from manifesting in abundance? Maybe it's your relationship with money, and or maybe it's how you see money, or maybe you don't feel worthy. So there is a way forward. but it's not going to give you instant material wealth or instant like a six-pack. That's not going to be happening, sorry. Okay? And Reiki works really well with yoga. So when I was practicing Ashtanga yoga, Ashtanga Vinyasa yoga every day, I actually felt the energy from the start on my hands without actually going for any Reiki attunements. You don't need to go for Reiki attunement to feel the energy, okay? Because we are energy. Okay, I don't know, Reiki healers might be upset with me for saying this, but I'm saying it. Okay, so if you meditate, if like people who meditate a lot usually will feel the energy straight away. And if you're grieving, using Reiki together with meditation, journaling, talk therapy really, really will enhance your healing process. Okay. So, so updates from me. So that's Reiki and that's grief. You can find me on the Insight Timer app, which I talk about all the time. You'll see me talking about all the time on social media because I love it so much. I'm not just a teacher there. I am a user. Okay, I've joined like loads of challenges, loads of courses, and it's so great to learn from other great meditation guides and healers, and new disciplines that are on there. Okay, so updates about me. So I'm going live weekly on Insight Timer. If you didn't know it, and it's at the moment, if you join Insight Timer, which is free, there is a basic. You just download the app on your phone, and basically there's the free version and the premium version. You don't have to join the premium version to join my live sessions. And if you follow me there, you'll see my live session schedules. What I hope to do is in week 1 of the month, I'll be doing Reiki for grief or Reiki. And then week 2 will be yoga. Week 3 will be pranayama. So keeping in mind, in yoga philosophy, this energy we talk about Reiki, prana, okay, the equivalent in yoga philosophy would be prana, is through the breath. So you can connect with it well with the breath. So week 3 is pranayama, and week 4 will be chair yoga. So if you join the app, you'll see my live sessions there, and maybe I'll share in a post as well. I guess I should. And I have a group there as well. So we meditate together now and then, and so join me there. It's great. It's like a wellness Facebook or wellness Instagram. It's a fantastic app. Join it, and that's about it. So if you have any questions, you can drop a comment now, okay, or you can DM me. Or drop a comment if you're watching the replay. And if you'd like to just experience yoga for grief through the chakras, okay, the chakra immersion, there's a free immersion that I have for you, and the link is in the profile. Thanks, Gahara. I really, really enjoyed having you here. Hope to catch you again, maybe even on the app if you're there, for the Reiki sessions, any other sessions. So yeah, so may you find healing, comfort, and peace today and in your journey in life and in grief. Thanks so much. So namaste, everyone. I'm going to be ending this now. No questions, yeah. So thank you. All right. Okay, this is